We're at the Khum Thiang Market. This is one of the great botanical markets of Thailand and maybe even further afield. There are hundreds of vendors here. The Khum Thiang Market is huge, carrying everything from orchids to water lilies to fruit trees and much more. Coming here is like visiting a botanical garden, but it's free and probably has a larger selection of plants, flowers, and trees. It's where all the Thai gardeners come to stock up. Let's take a tour and see what's here. Our quest for the day is to find that pushcart lady selling that wonderful coconut milk ice cream. The orchid family is the second largest family of flowering plants, with about 26,000 species distributed nearly worldwide. With the addition of hybrids, that number would double. We would come here and buy some orchid plants just to spruce up our house. Many of the orchid flowers would last for weeks. When they eventually dropped off, we would just hang the plant on a tree in the garden and wait for it to flower again. If you just wanted cut flowers, you could go to the Lamyai market in town, right next to the Ping River. But we like buying the whole plant. Most orchids are epiphytes. That means they grow on other plants, but unlike parasites, they don't take anything from the plants. They get their nourishment from the air and from the water that rains on them. The bougainvillea is native to eastern South America. They're white or pink, and the colorful parts are called bracts, which aren't flowers, they're specialized leaves. The bougainvillea was named after a French naval admiral, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville, during his voyage to circumnavigate the Earth. It's possible that the first European to observe these plants was Jeanne Barré, who was an expert botanist, but because she was a woman, she was not allowed on the ship. So she disguised herself as a man in order to make the journey, and thus became the first woman to circumnavigate the globe. There are no cacti or succulents indigenous to Thailand, but for some reason, the Thais have fallen in love with cacti. Once, Goti, a famous TV personality, showed off his multi-million baht cactus collection. The boom began. Some of the larger barrel cacti can fetch prices of tens of thousands of baht, but most common cacti sell for 3 for 100 baht or 50 baht each. The reason the small cacti are so cheap is because most of the little ones are offshoots, aka pups, of the larger cacti. A larger cactus will spread out, and each pup will turn into a whole plant in just a few days. Many of the big leaf plants here are well known to Western gardeners, except for the fact that in the West, these are house plants. Here they live outside in the gardens. Known in Thai as Don Christmas, or the Christmas plant, poinsettias come from Mexico and Central America. They're popular plants to have in Western homes around Christmas when they're blooming. As they are now here, at the beginning of December. Mostly known in the West as houseplants, poinsettias can grow into a tree of around 4 meters tall. You can see them in many gardens here in Thailand. Water plants are popular here in Thailand, as there are ponds and streams and canals just about everywhere. Water lilies are the favorites, and many are simply planted in large containers filled with water. This vendor has a number of water plants, and they even have some giant lotuses. I've put a link to our video on the differences between water lilies and lotuses in the description. Our quest achieved, we end our successful visit to Chiang Mai's amazing botanical market by munching down on delicious coconut milk ice cream. Thanks for watching.